Hey there, YouTube friends. Just want to show you a project Rita and I have going on. We got this table from Wayfair a while ago, but we never got any chairs for it because Rita just basically uses it as a workspace for when she's working. She uses that chair. We just did an Alfred Hitchcock puzzle there. But we got some company coming over the next couple of months, and we needed some chairs. So as a fluke, we went into a Goodwill and we got these 4 chairs for $8.99 a piece, and they're in pretty rough shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repaint them, and then Rita is going to reupholster them, and we'll show you how we do it, and you'll see how it comes out. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the cushions. Careful not to lose the screws, of course. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean the chairs up a little bit. You can see somebody must have been painting and got latex paint on there, but that'll come right off. I'm just going to use some crud cutter, and we're just going to spray it. And then with a little rub, you'll see it start to come off. So latex paint comes off pretty easy. You can see we got some red paint over here. Just comes off real easy. Alright, I'm just getting ready to paint. I spread out some plastic so we don't get any overspray on the deck. And I'll be using Krylon Fusion all-in-one paint and primer. So there's primer in this. It's a flat, matte, black finish. Really don't have the right weather here to be doing this. It's kind of hot and it's a little humid, but it's only going to get worse. So we're going to give it a shot now. And the key to doing this is you want to give thin coats. You don't want to try to get it all done in one shot. And obviously you want to wear old clothes when you're doing this. You're bound to get some paint on yourself. Just spray. Okay, I gave it 90 minutes to dry, so now we're going to give it a second coat. Alright, so we're going for the third coat. We'll let it dry for another 90 minutes, and it's looking good, so the third coat.
I'm going to start off by removing the fabric. I did one cushion already and discovered that there are actually 2 layers of fabric on here. There is the original fabric, and then someone had previously reupholstered it. And I'll remove the dust cover too because I'll be replacing it. To make it a little easier to remove the staples and the bunched up fabric, I'll use my oscillating tool. Okay, so the oscillating tool worked out really well and it saved a lot of time. To do the upholstery, we picked up this nice fabric from Hobby Lobby. It's an upholstery fabric, so it's 55 inches in width from selvage to selvage, and we got 1.5 yards of it. And the way that I measured how much fabric we would need is just by measuring the width, which is 17 inches across, and then I took into account the side measurement, which each side is 1.5 inches, so that's 17 inches plus 1.5 each side brings us up to 20 inches. And then I also want at least 2 inches to be able to fold the fabric over and staple it. So 2 inches on the width, each width is like, that brings us up to 24 inches. And the length of the cushion is just about 17 inches. So I'll want to cut out 4 squares of fabric that are 24 inches by 24 inches. Okay, just wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like with the 4 seats placed on the fabric, and it fits pretty well. I'll just have a little bit of extra material. Now I'll cut the fabric into 2 halves, cutting right on this center fold line. Okay, I have 4 squares cut to 24 by 24 inches, and I'll attach them to the seats. So I'm going to start off by getting 1 staple in on each side and pulling the fabric tight as I can pull it. And I just double check to make sure that my lines are straight. They look pretty straight, so I'll keep going. Pulling the fabric really tight. And then I double check again on the front. Okay, looks good. So now I'll just keep stapling the rest of the sides, and I just keep pulling the fabric as tight as I can. Now, as I staple, I try not to go too close to the corners. Now all 4 sides are stapled, and I'll have to address the corners. I want a nice smooth corner with no pleats, so I'll have to remove some of this excess fabric so that I can manipulate the fabric and get a nice smooth corner. And I don't want to remove too much fabric because that could ruin the job. So you can see what I'm doing. I just drew a little half moon with a marker so you can see the fabric that I'll be cutting out, and I could always remove more if I need to. I'll pull this fabric tight and pop a staple in there, and I'll manipulate the fabric as I go, and if I need to pull a staple out, that's no problem. Okay, so I am just pulling the fabric tight, and this involves a lot of looking at the front to see what it looks like as you go, and a lot of pulling the material really tight. I need to remove some more material, so I just drew another line so you could see how much I'm cutting off. Okay, now I have one corner done and 3 more to go. Now this isn't totally necessary, but I had this material in the house, so I'll just use it as a dust cover.
I'm about to reattach the cushions to the chairs, but before I do that, I just want to put on these chair glides. These are medium duty felt pads. I'm just going to put these at the bottom of the legs so we don't scratch the new floor that we installed. Now these just peel and stick, and these are 1-inch pads. Okay, so there's a look at all 4 chairs with the cushions on them. I just have to screw them in now. Okay, now I'm just going to hand tighten the screws to make sure they're lined up, and then with my Phillips head screwdriver, I'll just tighten them up. Now, let me just give you a little tip. If you have trouble getting the screws in because you have these bars going across the chair, you could use a right angle attachment like this. I got it from Harbor Freight. And you just have your wife sit on the chair. And you just screw it in like that. Makes life easier. You have a little weight on it. It was a fun, easy project to do. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe. More videos to come. See you next time.
See you.